Still preparing for AZ-500? You might want to stop for a moment. Microsoft has officially announced AZ-500 is retiring in August 2026. It's being replaced by all new SC-500 certification. Now, you might be wondering that it's just a new exam name or something bigger changing. The answer is, it's much more than a name change. SC-500 reflects where Microsoft is heading with cloud security, AI, identity, and modern security practices. So if you're planning to get certified or build a career in Microsoft security, this video is for you. We'll break down what's changing, what's new in SC-500, and what it means for your certification journey. So let's jump in.
Hello everyone. Everyone is just discussing about AI. Whether you go on a shopping site, there also before talking to a customer executive, AI chatbot comes. If you go for the interviews, AI chatbot will take your interview first, and then we will be going with the interviewers. If you open Blinkit, if you open Instamart, everywhere AI is there. If you're working as an IT professional, they're asking you to use any of the AI assistant to leverage your work. But when it comes to the security, your AI chatbots, your AI assistants can also be hacked. So here I come up with a certification course which will help you to safeguard all those chatbots, all those AI assistants which you have created using any of the given tools. So let me just share my screen. So basically this course name starts with SC-500, which stands for your implementing end-to-end security controls for cloud and AI workloads. AI workloads in the sense the chatbots which you have created, the AI assistants which you have created using Copilot Studio. So our work is to safeguard all those workloads which are present in any of your cloud service provider. So before starting this session, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. So my name is Nikita. I'm an MCT Microsoft certified trainer, and I have been delivering various cloud security trainings to different clients like Wipro, Accenture, TCS, Kyndryl, many more on the different security related certification course. So that's a small glimpse about myself. Let's move ahead and let's discuss that what we will be covering in this particular course, which is your SC-500. What areas we will be focusing. Is this an advancement of any previous course, or it's just a new course which is launched by your Microsoft? So basically SC-500 comes with an advancement of your AZ-500. So I hope most of you are aware about AZ-500 course, which is going to be retired in the month of August. So Microsoft decided to come up with a new certification course, which is your SC-500, where you will be safeguarding your cloud workloads plus your AI workloads also. So the prerequisite is that you should know how to create those workloads, whether it's an AI workload or whether it's any cloud workload. That will be the major prerequisite if you are going with SC-500 or you are going with AZ-500. So here we will be focusing on cloud, the hybrid environment, and the AI environment, the compute service, the storage service, databases, networking, and different applications, how we can safeguard all those created on AWS, created on Azure, created on GCP, and many more, how to safeguard them, how we can use the different regulatory compliance requirements so that every resource, whatever we create, whatever agent we create is safeguarded with the help of Microsoft Defender for Cloud. So all your expectations will be met with respect to protecting your compute services. Now, when I'm saying compute services, what comes to your mind? It should be the virtual machines, it should be the EC2 instance which you create. The storage accounts, blob storage, data lakes, and everything will be covered under the storage accounts, then databases, networking, and different applications. Now, talking about the exam perspective, which will be covering all your 4 areas, which includes your identity, access, governance, storage, databases, and networking, how to secure your compute, and managing and monitoring all your security posture. And every module will almost covers the same weightage in the examination, which will be your 20 to 25%. Now, one question comes to your mind. How we will be clearing this exam? We need to prepare, and for the preparation, you need complete dedicated MS Learn service, where you will be getting all the documentations with respect to this particular certificate. Now, SC-500, as we all know that it will be your associate level of certifications, which is going to be launched. So associate means it will come with a renewal frequency. So in every 1 year, you need to renew this certificate, and you can upscale, you can go with the certificate, prepare yourself, and become a cyber security superhero in terms of your cloud workloads, protecting all the cloud workloads, protecting all your AI workloads in that particular location. Now, before going on the SC-500, we should know what we have covered in AZ-500. In AZ-500, which is your Azure Security Associate level certification, which is going to be retired in the month of August. So there we covered identity and access management, we covered the platform protection, we covered the data and applications, and we also covered the security operations with the help of Defender for Cloud and Sentinel. So if you are going with SC-500, or you will be planning for going with SC-500, it doesn't mean that these 4 areas will be removed. No. SC-500 will be an addition of AZ-500, as your AZ-500 only talks about your cloud workload protection. But when we go with SC-500 course, it will be talking about your cloud workload protection plus your AI workload protection as well. Now, let's go on the MS Learn and let's have a look what are the different things which we'll be going to learn here. So right now, this particular course is in beta because it will be going to be launched. Now here, as I said, it will be an intermediate course. After earning this particular certification, you will be a security engineer where you can protect your cloud workloads, your AI workloads. The product which will be used in this particular certification, which will be your Azure, Microsoft Defender XDR, and the Defender. If I just scroll down on the different modules, you can see Intra is there, Cloud is there, keywords, then security governance, storage, SQL databases, net security controls. New addition will be this one, which is you're implementing the security for AI, then security posture, event management, security copilot, and so on. Your exam will be of 120 minutes. That will be around 2 hours. So you need to prepare well for the certification, and then you can clear it and become an SC-500 certified person. Areas which we have already discussed, that which will be accessed in your exam, which includes your identity, access, and governance, securing your storage, databases, and networking, secure compute, manage and monitor the security posture. From here, you can schedule your exam, and these are the other details which you can go with. Now, when we start with this particular course, which is your protecting the AI security or protecting your AI workloads, you should know that how these resources are created. Now, when I'm saying how these resources are creating, let's say we have one concept which is of Microsoft Foundry. So you should have an idea that what is Microsoft Foundry, what are LLMs, what is machine learning, what is AI. Then only you will be able to protect all those workloads there. So be prepared for this particular course to be launched. It will be launched as soon. So be prepared and become your SC-500 certified person. Now, if I again go in the slide deck, now till the past, which was your AZ-500, everything will be there. As it is mentioned that it will not change your AZ-500 blueprint. For example, in AZ-500, you have seen how to secure the VM. You will be going with just-in-time access. You will be creating the NSGs. You will be creating the private endpoints and so on. How to protect your different applications. You will be going with the keywords. You will be storing the data there and so on. But what will be the addition is AI workloads. And how to protect those workloads, how you will be going with. Now, when it comes to your AI, or when it comes to a different AI workloads, as we all know, everyone has the identity. You are using laptop, your laptop will have an identity. Even you also have an identity. Your mobile phone is having an identity. Similarly, when you create any of the agent, it will also have its own identity. Now, your role is to protect that identity. You will be going with conditional access. You will be, if any alert is there, you will be looking at those alerts on your Defender portal and creating those identities or safeguarding those identities with one of the Microsoft IAM tool, which is Microsoft Intra. Then comes the next part, which is your DSPM for AI, where you will be deciding what data should be exposed, what data should not be exposed, what policies you need to create, how you will be safeguarding your data when it comes to your AI. Let's say you are using ChatGPT, you are using Copilot. Now, any file you upload there, Copilot, ChatGPT will accept it and it will give you the response if you have the access to that particular file. But I want security in for my data. So what policies I need to be taken, what policies I need to take, how to create, everything will be handled by your Purview DSPM. Now, if you are new to this, like what is Purview? So Purview is basically a Microsoft tool which helps in your data security, which helps in your data governance, and your data compliance. So all these three are done by your Purview portal. Then comes your Studio, because you will be creating the agents. You want the protection for those agents. Let's say you are using one of the agent which will be handling the legal files in your organization. Now, I am the hacker or I am the attacker. If anyhow I attack your agent, I will be having all the access to your legal files, whatever you are putting there, whatever information you are giving to it. I can manipulate, I can change the LLM model, I can change the settings, and the security can be breached. So we want the protection, we want the security for all the agents which we create, which we generate to make our work faster or smarter. But making your work smarter, doing the work faster doesn't mean that you will be breaching the security. No. Everything will come with the security. For example, if you go to a marriage or if you go to an event, you lock your home. So why? Because you are concerned with security. If you're coming to office, you need to punch your ID card. Why? Because we need the security. Only the authorized, only the authenticated person are allowed to enter in the office premises. Similarly, when it comes to your agents, when it comes to your chatbots, when it comes to your any kind of a bot, everyone requires security. So this particular certification will help you to safeguard all those AI related workloads. Then talking about next, which will be your Foundry. Foundry is basically location, or we can say it will give the platform for the AI engineers to develop their models, to develop their machine learning models, to develop their LLMs and control the different APIs. Your concern will be to create there and to safeguard all those. And how to safeguard it? With the help of the Microsoft Defender for AI services. It will be checking all the misconfigurations which you are doing. It will be helping you in the threat protection. It will be helping you in the detection, investigation, setting up the response, everything with the help of Defender for AI services. Then we have guardrails in Foundry. Now, guardrails, it's kind of a checkpoint. For example, if you open your ChatGPT, you just type a message, I want to hack my friend's system. Will it give you a response? The answer will be no. It will not give you a response. It will say inappropriate prompt, or it will say that unable to give the information, something like that. Why? Because we are having the guardrails, which will check, which will be looking at what to do. Are you allowed to do it or not on the basis of the different parameters? Why I'm saying that whenever you will be going with SC-500, you will be required to have the knowledge of Foundry. You will be required to have the knowledge of guardrails. Then only it will be easy for you to understand all the concepts there. Then comes the hero of security, which is your Security Copilot. Now, AI is there. While security engineers will not use AI, they will also use AI to fetch any kind of, we can say, the attack or any kind of an alert, to understand any sort of an alert in the environment. That will be your Security Copilot. Now, previously also you were using the Security Copilot, but here also we will be going with Security Copilot for looking on the alerts, for what policies we need to create, how we need to create, if you want to write an KQL, how you can write those KQLs to safeguard all your AI related workloads, all your agents, all your different cloud workloads also. So these are the new concepts which are included in your SC-500. So let's go on the portal and let's have a look on few of them. So this is your security portal, or we can say a purview portal. Now, why I'm saying security portal? Because it is a data security portal which helps us to secure your data, to govern your data. Now, when you go with any service, any M365 service, any portal, their Copilot will be there. You can use it, the Copilot, what policies are you required to create, how you want to create, and so on. So as DSPM is one of the security solution, or we can say a feature of Microsoft Purview, so it will be listed here. So if I just scroll down and go for DSPM, so its position is going to be changed. Yeah. So our concern is DSPM for AI. If I just go in the recommendation section, you will be getting all the respective recommendations which you need to take care. To which, what policies you need to create. Are you going to be creating a DLP policies? Are you going to be creating a communication compliance policies? And so on. So DSPM basically stands for Data Security Posture Management. How we can maintain the security posture in our environment for the AI related workloads. or we can say AI related data. When you are going any data in the prompt section in your Copilot, ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, Grok, any of your AI assistant, how it should respond to your data. Whether it should be using your data, it should not use your data, how it will be responding to it. Let me refresh it. So if you are an AZ-500 certified or not, it doesn't matter. You can still go with SC-500 because there also you will be learning all those concepts. How you can safeguard your compute, how you can safeguard your storage, how you can safeguard the applications. So if you are planning to go with a certification, you can go with SC-500, which will be going to be launched. In the meantime, let's have a look on the different solutions which will be discussed in your SC-500. So the first solution which you will be going to discuss, which will be your Microsoft Purview for your data security. Then the second solution which you will be discussing as a Microsoft solution, which will be your Defender for Cloud. Which will help you to detect, investigate different workloads. Then third will be your Microsoft Sentinel. For the log management, for the event management, for setting up an automation in the organization. And fourth will be the Security Copilot. So all these four dedicated portals you will be working along. So if I talk about these two given portals, you can access it even on Defender portal or on the Azure portal. Security Copilot come up with your standalone also. Plus it come with the embedded also. And Purview, again, it's a standalone. So all these four Microsoft solutions, or we can say security tools, you will be discussed or you will be learning in your SC-500 course. Microsoft Purview, Defender for Cloud, Microsoft Sentinel, and Security Copilot. Now, when we talk about the data or when we talk about different workloads, everyone comes up with the security. So you will be creating the workloads on your Azure, you will be creating your workloads on your AWS, you will be creating your workloads on your, let's say, GCP. They need to be connected with your Microsoft Defender for Cloud. They need to be connected with your Microsoft Purview, your Sentinel, and your Security Copilot so that they can be safeguarded. Again, let's go on the portal here. Yeah. Now, if you see here, I'm getting multiple recommendations that I need to fortify your data security, Copilot, detecting any sort of an unethical behavior on any of your AI application, guided assistance for your AI regulations, protecting the data over in the Copilot, discovering the interactions, protect your items from Copilot, and agent processing. Now here, it will give you all the things. You do not need to do anything. Let's say here you need to create a DLP policy where you will be protecting your sensitive data from your Copilot to being processed. Now here it is talking about Copilot, but my concern is ChatGPT, my concern is Claude, my concern is, let's say, DeepSeek, any of the AI assistant, I want to protect it. So I can create the respective policy. What prerequisite will be required for this? That you need to create a policy here. Before creating this policy, you should deploy a sensitivity label in your information protection area. So if you want to learn this particular purview solution, you can go with SC-401 certification course, where it is totally dedicated to your data security, or I can say Microsoft purview. Now, what you will be expecting in this particular course or in this particular solution they have mentioned, you just need to click on get started. Now, what you want to do, you want to restrict your Copilot from accessing all the knowledge sources with the sensitivity label, or you want to restrict the Copilot from accessing the external mails. Decide it. Just let's say I want to go with the second one. Create a policy there and it will create a policy for you. Now, according to your need, you can make the changes with respect to it. So DSPM for AI will be helping you for protecting your data from your chatbot, from your AI assistants, or any sort of an agent there. Now, if I just scroll down, if you can see now the policy is being created. Now you can cancel this one out. If you go in the DLP, because our policy is created in the DLP section, let's go there and let's see that policy is there or not. So for that, we will be going under the policy section, scrolling down. Let me refresh it. Yeah. Now you can see the policy is there, which you have created with the help of your DSPM for AI. And you will be looking on all the things here, what the policy is there, how you have created it. If you want to edit the policy, you can easily edit it. So if I just click on this pencil icon, DSPM for AI is there. Let's go in the edit section. So one of the tool which was a new addition in this particular course will be your DSPM for AI. So it has created one of the policy. If I just go on the next, you can choose the admin units. If I again go on the next, now here all the locations will be disabled. Only your Copilot is there. So go on the next here. You can also see the Microsoft Foundry, your cloud applications. Now cloud applications, there you need to mention ChatGPT, you need to mention Claude, DeepSeek and other tools. Just go on the next. Rule is there. So just let's see what the rule is saying. It is protecting your sensitive data from the Copilot. Scroll down. When the email will be received outside your organization, it will block your Copilot to access it. It will block it. Even if you want the incident to be generated, you can go with the incident reports, scroll down and save it, and let's go on the next. Always suggested, whenever you are going with any policy creation, first go with the simulation mode. Then go on the next and submit it. And your policy is created. It will take around 24 hours for this policy to be existed, or I can say to come into effective state. Now this policy is done. Now you will be learning in depth when you will be going with this particular course. Second, which we have discussed, was your intra agents, because everyone will have the identity. Your agent will also have an identity if you want to create a conditional access policy. So as I said that when you will be going with intra, as we are having the intra ID as well. So every agent, whatever agent is associated it, its ID will be there. As we all have our identity, your device will also have an identity. If you go with, let's say, your mobile phone has also its identity. Even you also has an identity. Similarly, in Intra, which is one of your IAM tool. Now, IAM is basically your identity access management tool. So here, if you see, if I just scroll down in the Intra ID, agents will be there. So let's go under the agent section. Let me refresh this page. Yeah, agents. So you will be getting the agent IDs where you can see how many managed identities are there, which active identity is there, and its blueprint. So you will be able to see the agent blueprint. So I have created one of the agent blueprint as a Copilot. So if you want to link any other identity with it, you can link with it. If you want to see the different permissions, you can able to see the permissions, what actions this identity will be going with. You can assign all those permissions here. If you want to assign the owners, you can assign the owners, who will be the sponsor, who will be the owner, who will be managing this particular agent, its logs, its sign-in logs, its audit logs. Then it comes the credentials, where you will be storing the certificates, your client secrets, and other federated credentials as well. If you go in the manifest, you will be getting its code. So if you want to do any changes in the code, you can do it and your agent will work in that particular sense. Now, as I said, we need to take care of the agents also. So when you create any of the conditional access policy, let's say if I just go in the cap, that will be under your identity protection, conditional access. So you can define it on the basis of the conditions, how they will be accessing it, how the resources will be going with. Now, when I talk about CAP, which is conditional access policy, first we need to understand that what is this conditional access policy here. The conditional access policy, as the name is only suggesting, conditional access. Basically, it means that on the basis of the certain conditions, you will be giving the access to your resources. You will be giving the access to your agents. You will be giving or denying the access to your users. Now, can you think of some of the conditions here? That what can be the different conditions? First condition, it can be your IP address. You can define it, let's say any agent from this particular IP address or this particular location won't be able to access my resources. Second, you can go with, let's say, any sort of device, Windows device, Mac device, Linux, and so on. Third, you can go, let's say, device type. Now here we are just mentioning the device. It can be a Windows device, it can be a Mac device, it can be a Linux device. Device type means, let's say you are going with a Windows. Now in Windows also, which version you want to go with? Are you going with Windows 10, Windows 11, which version? Similarly, on the basis of the user risk, let's say if the user risk is high, deny the access. If the user risk is medium, allow the access. So it's basically giving or blocking the access of your resources on the basis of certain conditions. Now, as we do it for the users, similarly, it is done for your agents also. Now, if we go on creating a policy, you can see users or agents who will be accessing or not accessing your targeted resource. Now, let's say we are going with this particular location and agents. Now, all the agent identities you go with, you want to go with the selective agent identities, you can select it. if you want to select a specific one, you can go with a specific one. If you want to apply an attributes, any sort of a filter, you can go with the attributes or filter. And then comes your targeted resource, that you will be going with all your cloud applications, selected cloud applications. You want to apply certain filter on it, you can apply it. And then the other conditions. Now here, as we are only concerned with the agents, so it will be agent risk. If agent risk comes high, block the access. If the agent risk comes medium, allow the access but ask for MFA. If the agent risk is low, just notify it. So you can select these features, go in the controls, and here only the block access. So when you work with the agents, as of now, these features are under preview. So once these features are live, you will be able to see other conditions also. You will be able to see other features as well, which you can use, you can create, you can edit with respect to your selective agents. Now, agents will be working in that particular sense. Its identity is also there. If any sort of a risk is found, it will be listed to you under your risky agents. So how many total agents you are having, how many high risk agents you are having, medium risk, low risk, and so on. So this way your agents will be working. Or when you will be going in depth with SC-500, there you will be able to see much more features. Now, if I just cancel this one, and if I just come up here and open my Azure portal, similarly, when you will be working with any service on this particular Azure platform, the cost will come. So you can see the costing on pricing calculator. So if you search for Defender for AI, Microsoft Defender for Cloud for AI, you can go up here, you will be able to see the concerned resources. What is the property name? You want to set any sort of a conditional access, you can create its own conditional access. You want to give the permissions, you can give the permissions. You want to set up the tokens, you can set up who will be able to use it, for whom you are creating it. Are you giving any sort of a single sign-on or not? Then who will be the owners, the properties, and so on. Now, when we work with Defender, as I said, we will be going with Microsoft Sentinel also. Anyone knows what is Microsoft Sentinel? Yeah. So if you don't know, basically Microsoft Sentinel is one of your SIEM tool, I can say, or a SOAR tool as well. So SIEM is basically stands for your security, information and event management. And your SOAR tool stands for security, orchestration, automation, and response. So basically, it will be useful in getting the logs from different data sources. Your data source can be a firewall, your data source can be any sort of an agent, your data source can be a Defender for cloud as well. So if you want to fetch the logs from it, you will be requiring Microsoft Sentinel for doing the event management. If I just talk, say in a layman term, your Microsoft Sentinel will be acting as a CCTV. So we all have CCTV in our home. What does the CCTV does? That CCTV basically do the live stream monitoring. Similarly, your Sentinel will also be doing the live stream monitoring to the connected data sources. Let's say I have connected to Microsoft Defender, I have connected it to firewalls, I have connected it to servers. So it will be monitoring its behavior, what that device is doing, what your Microsoft Defender for Cloud is doing, what your virtual machine is doing, what your storage account is doing, and so on. And then comes your Watchman. So Watchman will be your Microsoft Defender, who will be watching the things using Microsoft Sentinel and then taking the respective actions. Now, our concern as of now is Microsoft Sentinel, and we all know that Microsoft Sentinel is your Azure product. Now, when we say Azure product, it means you will be requiring its concerned subscription. Now, once you have the subscription, once you have the appropriate roles, you can manage the Microsoft Sentinel in the environment. Then subscription, then you will be having a resource group, and under that resource group, your resource will be deployed. Now, as Sentinel doesn't have its own storage account, so it is using Log Analytical Workspace. It uses Log Analytical Workspace to store the data, to store the logs which will be coming from different data sources and then taking the action on it. Now, when we talk about Sentinel, so basically there are 4 steps in the Microsoft Sentinel. First one will be your data collection, in which you will be collecting the data from different data sources. So here we are using data connectors to store or to fetch the data from different data sources. Now, once your data sources are connected, let's say I want to fetch the data from Microsoft Defender for Cloud, I want to fetch the data from Microsoft Foundry, I want to fetch the data from guardrails, you need to connect with the service. Now, once it is connected, your second step will start, that will be your detection. Now, it will be detecting various suspicious behavior. Let's say you are using Microsoft Foundry, or you have created one of the LLM models there. Now, your LLM models is doing something fishy, or one of the person or the attacker came and he does something fishy with the code. So with the help of the detection, while running some of the detection rules, while running some of the detection analytical queries there, you can find the suspicious behavior. Now here comes your analytical rules, which are used to detect any sort of a suspicious behavior. Now, once these analytical rules are also created, you start detecting the suspicious behavior. Alerts will be generated, incidents will be there. So you need to investigate those alerts, you need to investigate those incidents in the environment. So the third step will be the investigation. Let's say any alert came in the alert section, then it will be, might be suggested information, it might be an high alert, low alert, medium alert, and according to that investigation, you will be taking the next step. That is the result of it, or we can say the automation. Are you going with automation or you are going with manual response? Now, manual response you are going with, or you are going with automation, in both the scenarios, you will be creating the playbooks. So playbooks are nothing. They are just the step-by-step instruction. If you remember, when we were in the school, or maybe when we were in the first class or second class, computer subject was there. What they do? They teach flowchart as one of the lesson. Now, flowchart, what is flowchart? Flowchart is nothing. They are just the step-by-step instructions that we need to follow. Similarly, playbooks are just the step-by-step instructions which are followed when any incident, any alert is triggered. Now, when it will be working, let's say incident triggering, alert triggering, it is done by our concerned security analysts, security engineers. It is configured by them. Investigation is done by the incident graph. Now, if you stuck at any of these locations, you can take the help of your Security Copilot, which will be helping you, which will be guiding you how you can write the analytical rules, how you can write the incident graph, how you can connect with different data connectors, how you can run the playbooks also. So when we go on the portal, which is Microsoft Sentinel, yeah. So this is your Microsoft Sentinel, which you need to manage as a security person. Whether you are working as a SOC 2, SOC 3, you will be handling this particular source. Now, as I said, first step will be connecting with the respective data sources, which are data connectors. So all your data connectors will be available to you in your Content Hub. So Content Hub is nothing. It's like a marketplace where you will be getting multiple data connectors. So let's go in the Content Hub. So if you see this Content Hub location, you will be getting multiple connectors: Amazon Web Service, Azure Activity, Cisco DNS. Let's say, let's see we are having Foundry or not. Agents are there. Agent identities are also there. WatchGuard is also there. If you go in the agent section, what you will be getting? You will be getting 2 data connectors. You need to install it. You need to connect it. Now, what are those data connectors? First will be your Agent 365 and Microsoft Agent Identities. So you can connect with the respective agents and you can configure the solutions. Then once you connected it, you can perform the investigation, you can do the analytical rules, you can go with the different playbooks as well. Now, this is all going to be taken into the consideration, or we can say will be talked in detail in your SC-500. Now, again, the question comes, let's say you have prepared everything. Now you want to schedule your exam. So how you can schedule your exam? Just you need to go on your respective portal, which will be your SC-500. If you scroll down, and here you will be getting the option of scheduling the exam. Highly recommended, always schedule the exam with your personal Microsoft account. Why I'm saying this? Because let's say right now you have scheduled with your corporate ID and in the future you change the organization. So whatever certificates you have earned, whatever batches you have earned will go. So it's better to keep them for lifetime, schedule it with your personal IDs. You need to click on schedule the exam. You need to give your details here. Scroll down, go on the submit. Now you will be going to take this exam at the test center you want to go, or you are going with online. So you can go with online. Let's say you should have a computer, a testing space, your photo ID, and so on. Just click on next. Now you need to check mark all the given boxes here. Again, go on next. Check mark these boxes. Scroll down, click on agree. Now, what language you will be preferring with? Are you going with English or you are going with Japanese? So I'm going with English. Now select your respective time zone. If this time zone works for you, you can go with yes, that's right. If no, you need to change it. So in my case, it works for me. So I'm going with next. and selecting the required date. Let's say I want to give the exam on 18th. So you can select the 18th. Now comes the time. Are you comfortable with this particular time or you want to change your time? Let's say I want to explore more time zones. So right now there are 12:30, 1 o'clock and so on. If I go under this time frame, you can see the multiple timings. Now, if you remember in the starting of the session, I said the exam will be of 120 minutes, but here 150 is mentioned. Why? Because let me again show you. Yeah, because if you read the next point, you are required to check in 30 minutes prior. That's why 150 is mentioned here. So select your time, book this time frame and go on the next, do the payment and your exam will be scheduled. Now you can see the costing and everything. Just proceed to the checkout and you need to pay the payment. Now, if you have a voucher or a promo code, you can add that voucher, you can add that promo code and accordingly you will get its benefit. If no, then you need to go via any of these credit cards. It can be American Express, MasterCard or Visa. So let me just cancel this one. And once your exam is scheduled, once you clear your exam, let's say you cleared your exam. So how much score you require? You require minimum 700 to clear or to become SC-500 certified. Out of 1000, you need to score minimum 700. Remember this. I'm not only talking about SC-500. You are going with any Microsoft certification, SC-200, 300, AI-900, any course. In every course, you need to score minimum of 700 out of 1000. So if you want to see where this particular course stands, so let me go on this particular area and the multiple certifications which are there or which are offered from the Microsoft. So basically your Microsoft offers you 3 categories of certificate in any of the given domain. So if my concern, let's say I want to do with fundamental, you can go with the fundamental level of course. You want, let's say I want an intermediate or an associate, you can go with its respective associate certification and then come at last the expert. So it's like beginner, intermediate and expert. Now let's say I want to start I was working as in AI domain and now I want to start with security. Highly recommended. First go with SC-900. Or let's say I'm working right now in security, now I want to go in AI. So you need to go with AI-900 and so on. So we have DP-900 for data, PL-900 for power apps and so on. So any fundamental level of course will start with the code of 900. Then comes your associate level of course. Now, as we are just discussing about the SC series, so here we are having SC-200 as one of the associate level of course. We are having SC-300 as one of the associate, AZ-500 and SC-500 and so on. So all these are your associate level of course, which will be an intermediate level of course. And the expert here will be SC-100. So fundamental, associate and expert. If you are going with fundamental, there also you need to score minimum 700 and maximum you can score that is 1000. If you are going with associate, there also you need to score minimum 700, maximum 1000 you can score. Similarly for the expert, minimum 700, maximum 1000. Now next is that whenever you will be earning any of your, let's say, fundamental level of certification, it will be there with you for your entire life. So it comes with the lifetime validity. SC, AI, DP, PL, any series. But if you go with associate or if you go with expert, both of them will only come up with 1 year validity. So in every year, in every 1 year, you need to renew your given certificate. Whether it's B200, 300, AZ-500, SC-500, AI-901, any certificate, you need to renew it in every 1 year. Now, how the questions will come or how the questions look like. So let me go on SC-500. Let me open this particular course here. Scroll down, you will be getting an option of sandbox. You can open sandbox. Now the timer will be going on. You will be getting the multiple instructions. Just go, yes, I agree. You will be getting the session timing, exam timing, and total number of questions. Then you need to scroll down. So your questions may vary. Maybe you are getting 50 questions, maybe your friend is getting 55 questions. But it's not a standard. Usually it is seen that the question range varies from 60 to 70. Then start your exam. Go on the next. Now, first category of the question in your exam will be a single select. So out of the 4 options, one option will be the correct option. Then click on OK. Next type or next category of the questions will be a multi-select. So maybe more than one answer is correct. Again, go on the next. Now these will be drag and drop. So you need to rearrange the given statements. Next. Now there will be an image, a simulated image will be there. You need to select within the image only. Again, go on the next. Then choosing the option from the given 4 options. So you need to select it. Go on the next. Now again the image will be there. You need to select within the image. Then one image will be there, and with concern to this image, the statement will be mentioned. So you need to answer on the basis of the question and the image. Then click on OK. Then true and false. These questions are very important. Please, whenever you are handling these questions, one thing need to be kept in your mind. Again, I am saying one thing need to be kept in your mind is you will not get the review option in these kind of questions where it is a dynamic option. Now, what does these questions suggest? These questions suggest, or these questions want to say that there will be a problem statement, and according to that problem statement, the solution will be changing. So the problem statement remains same and the solution will change. If you agree to this solution, hit yes. If you don't agree with the solution, hit no. But no review option will be given to you in the end. So let's say I agree with the solution. I'm going on the next. Similarly, here the problem statement will remain same, only the solution will change. So I can go with yes. Then rearranging them. Then you will be getting the statements. Go on next. Yeah. Now, if you just see down in the question number 9 and 10, both were those dynamic options where you will not getting a reviewing option. You can see review not allowed for these questions, review not allowed for these questions. And other questions, you can review it. Just click on yes. Finish this section here. Next category will be the case study. So there will be an overview will be given to you. An existing environment will be there. System, app, and problem statements. The requirement will also be mentioned. Business goals, plan changes, technical requirements, and other stuff. You just need to hit next and you need to answer these questions. Here you will not get that dynamic category, but all the other single select, multi select, and true, false, drag and drop, all these will be there. Like say it's a just drop the area. Next category will be a multi select. And it is done. You just click on finish the section. Click on next. If you clear the exam, again I am saying if you clear the exam, you will be getting the certificate. So your certificate will come to your respective account and you can post it on your LinkedIn, you can post it on your Instagram, you want to share with your manager, you can share with it. So this is all about SC-500. I hope you all enjoyed this session. Stay tuned for further certification courses also.
That's a wrap for the session on the new SC-500 certification. As Microsoft continues to evolve its certification portfolio, staying updated is the way of staying ahead in your career. If you found this session helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest certification update, exam guidance, hands-on demos and expert learning sessions. What do you think about the transition from AZ-500 to SC-500? Let us know in the comment section. We'll love to hear your thoughts. Stay tuned, there is a lot more coming to help you stay ahead in the world of Microsoft security. See you in the next video.